Yo. Thanks, Alan. Holy, 24 months. Wait, you have the new crown. Emerald crown. Epic. Man, I need to start learning Japanese soon. So I can ace my class. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and do that soon.
That gravestone. There's a keyhole that looks to fit the hilt you found.
Old. Prepare for a fight.
Uh-oh.
After feel the callus.
Oh, what the fuck?
Triple Bolt God!
Nasty hit. Alright, brother.
For me!
Okay. That looks to be a crazy boss fight, to be honest. Hello, Tommy. What is up?
After feel the callus.
For the king!
I felt that one, brother.
Oh, Jesus.
Can't do this without you, Kratos.
Okay, well, I might be stuck here for half the stream, but...
After feel the callus. Nasty hit. Alright, brother.
Triple Bolt God!
Man, I keep messing up. Oh, man.
Brother, get up.
I need to get the timing right of that attack. Always blocking too early. Okay. Let's see. So I don't actually know what arrows Freya should be using mid-fight. I'm gonna use the pink ones. I think they amplify elements or something. Okay, done.
Fall before me!
Steady your guard.
Triple Bolt God! Fall before me!
No! Okay, I'm dead.
At all!
Oh boy, this might take a while. Bro, like 2 shots me? I have access to healing, I think, on every little health bar I take away from him, which is like not a lot. Alright.
After the field of Callus.
I don't know about this.
Fall before me! Rebel! Full stop! Nasty hit!
Oops.
Right, brother!
Okay, I'm not doing bad.
Fall before me! Tremble, false god!
Oh boy. No.
Fall before me!
No, I'm dead. Okay, that was good though. That was good. Okay, I'm getting the timing right.
Brother!
Yeah, I don't know if I should even be doing this. I can come back here whenever, but Jacob moment, so I'll keep doing it.
After the field of Callus. For the king! Rebel! Full stop! Fall before me!
Oh, I do have my new spear. I forget. I can probably use this.
The Alpha.
Seems really good to like build up stun.
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
Although I don't have a moveset on it yet.
Switching arrows.
Okay, fuck.
Fall before me! Tremble, false god! Fall before me!
Oh no.
You shall run!
Outcome.
Fall before me!
Okay.
Triple false god!
Oh,
Kratos.
that is some range. Okay. I think the spear was better. I might as well upgrade it. I do think I have what's needed to do so. Somewhat. Oh, this seems nice. I'm gonna take like this. I'm gonna only take the simple ones. And this one. Sure. Okay. When I have Freya XP as well. I forget. Freya. Yes, tons of XP. All right, let's do that.
After feel the callous.
For the king! Ready for second worm?
Okay, well, this isn't going too well.
Before me! Triple false god! Fall before me!
Oh, I'm dead.
Fall before me! Triple false god! I won't stop! Triple false god!
No. Okay. I think I don't have to bother even throwing shit at him. I think I just spam my normal combo. The stun amount is pretty high. Too.
After feel the callous.
And I can cancel with blocks whenever. So.
Triple false god! Fall before me! Fall before me! Triple false god! Fall before me! Triple false god!
I'm kinda destroying him.
Fall before
probably gonna add something to his moveset eventually, right? Or this guy just have 3 attacks. Maybe he does.
Triple false god! Fall before me! Triple false god!
Nasty hit. You all right, brother?
Yelpa!
What? Okay, 2 times in a row? Come on, man. Okay, not bad. That was really close. Man, this is a long ass fight. What? It's gonna be. This has already taken like 20 minutes. Neat.
For the king!
Yelpa!
Okay. Already throwing. Okay, can I just. Terrible. Terrible. Restart.
Off the field of Kala.
For the king! Triple false god! Fall before me!
Yelpa!
Triple false god!
Yelpa!
Okay, that's really good.
Fall before me!
Yelpa!
Triple false god! Fall before me!
One shot? Okay. I didn't time it right.
Off the field of Kala.
For the king!
Yelpa!
Fall before me! Triple false god!
Okay.
Fall before me!
Yelpa!
Is that?
Fall before me! Triple false god! Scared?
Yelpa!
Fall before me! I won't
Oh man. The timing on that.
Brother!
I miss it and I just get one tapped every time, okay. That was pretty good though.
After the field of Cala.
40th time is the charm.
The Alpha.
Go before me.
The Alpha.
Triple false god.
The Alpha.
Fall before me.
The Alpha.
Oh, okay. Hello, Mel. I've been on this boss since the beginning of the stream already. Not even difficult. I learned all the moves correctly. It's just the fight takes fucking 3 months and I get one shot if I miss anything. I'll get it.
The Alpha.
Triple false god. Fall before me.
The Alpha.
Fall before me.
The Alpha.
Fall before me.
The Alpha.
Tremble false god.
Oh.
The Alpha.
Fall before me.
The Alpha.
No, you're not real. I got baited because he's doing it fucking 20 times in a row. Okay. So once he's past half of his health, he just starts doing like spamming attacks. So I can't pop the shield in between.
After the field of Cala.
I'm used to doing. Got it.
Triple false god. Fall before me.
The Alpha.
Fall before me. Tremble false god.
The Alpha.
Boom. It's almost half. I'm still full health, no hits. Very nice. Bam.
The Alpha.
Bam. Bam. Bam.
The Alpha.
Triple full guard! You should run!
Boom!
Fall before me!
No, you're not serious. Oh, I missed on my dog. Oh man. That was almost flawless too. That's crazy. I like didn't get hit till the end there. That attack just one-shots me though, so I can't miss the dodge. Maybe I keep all of my like super attacks and stuff for the second phase actually. Since it gets slightly harder. Oh.
You all right, brother?
Triple full guard! Fall before me!
Where do you keep the spear as your weapon? It's faster on this difficulty against this boss at least. It just seems better. It fills the stun bar way faster than the other weapons. Which damages him a lot when it gets filled. So I'd rather have that. Oh.
Triple full guard!
The Alpha.
Fall before me!
Okay.
The Alpha. The Alpha.
Triple full guard! Fall before me!
Jesus! Boom! See? Pop. There it is. Holy, the trades on that.
Good riddance, you feckless
That was crazy.
bag.
You knew this warrior.
Do me a
Okay.
favor, brother. You see any more of these ghostly berserker tossers, give them the same. You'll be doing the 9 realms
There's
a favor.
12 of those.
Did these
Wow.
warriors wrong you at some point, Mimir? You're quite agitated, even for you.
No need to rehash ancient history if it's all the same to you.
Very well.
Very easy first try. Yay. That was pretty intense. What? Oh, right. No, I need to be facing it. Okay.
Hey, big guy.
What's
Speak.
popping?
Need you to get something for me. A hammer.
A weapon.
No. A forge hammer. Little thing. Symbol of the old resistance. Guild, solidarity, all that. Or it used to be anyway, till the Aesir buried it under that big, gaudy dwarf statue in the bay. Might do the dwarves some good to see it again.
You're not worried that might draw the Einherjar's attention?
The old father nearly slit my throat just to get to you. I might be past giving a shit what he thinks. Just find me at the bar when you've got it.
You'll certainly be able to reach new areas in the bay with that spear.
Aye. Might be worth looking for Durlin's hammer while we're at it. Your choice, of course.
You know what? Sure. Let's do it. I'm down for side quests today.
The Gjallarhorn. What is it? Where did it come from?
It's a very loud horn, and I've not the faintest idea.
Mimir.
No, truly. No one knows where the Gjallarhorn originated. Odin just gained possession of it one day.
Yeah, where am I going? I'm just fucking following the blue icon. Okay, here?
If memory
How are you
serves,
today? I'm
we're
doing
heading in the right direction
alright,
to
I
find
don't
that
know.
large dwarven statue. Durlin's hammer shouldn't be far behind.
What does it mean to do good? What does it mean to do bad? I don't know. I'm just existing. Hi. Ah.
Is someone there?
What do you want?
Well, to put it simply, treasure. The cache just over there, to be precise. My son and I, we came to these isles to uncover its riches. I feared it was too dangerous, so I came alone, and was,
Just existing.
well,
Hi.
seemingly proven right.
Is that why you haven't moved on?
My son, I suspect he went in search of the second half of the treasure. Please find him and tell me his fate. If you require a reward, you may help yourself to the treasure. It doesn't matter to me anymore. We were sailors once.
I don't care about your story, little bro.
Left Midgard to seek
Bye-bye.
our fortunes elsewhere. We were so
know.
close to succeeding.
I wonder if there's someone out there that understands that.
Sun is surely gone
It costs us little to make sure.
by. Really?
Like, I legit don't think I know when I'm happy. Or sad, for that matter. Okay, well, that was a jump scare.
Fine mess.
How are you even supposed to, like, tell? Like, how are you supposed to figure that out? I don't really understand that.
Got him! Ah, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, let's have a deep conversation, guys, now. How do you figure out if you're happy or sad? I actually don't understand that. Why is he like invincible? What? Oh, the thing possessed him. I'll just do this, it's whatever. I don't care how many times it takes. Well, unless I get clapped like that. Oh, yay.
Can't do this without you, Kratos.
I need to block the first hit and then immediately, Yeah, but how do you... I don't know. I don't understand what that means, literally. Like, how are you supposed to know that what you're feeling is happy if your body is not telling you or something? I don't know. Like, is your body doing something? Like, do your feet start tickling? Is that happiness or something? You know what I mean? Like, how are you supposed to know if there's no, like, actual... I don't know. Like, concrete, evidence. I don't know. Okay, I got caught.
Come on, get up, brother.
I just don't know how I feel ever, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't experience it that way at all.
Come on, Kratos, off your back.
Like, I don't get what that means. Clap.
Watch your left.
Okay. They recognize it in others? Yeah? Like, you mean like in their face or something? Yeah, I can tell when someone's happy. Well, if it's clear, like if they have like high enthusiasm, you know, all the signs and stuff. I was kind of bad at the face recognition thing with the lady when I did my during my diagnostic, but it was for more complex stuff. Like, my problem is that I generalize. Like, I tend to like think there's a like happy, sad, angry, you know. But any other like more complex emotion, I can't really recognize in face, and I end up generalizing to one of those three. So like one I had trouble with was like interested and uninterested or something like that. Like, there were faces where supposedly the people are interested or uninterested in what I'm saying. For me, that face was just neutral. Like, for me, it didn't mean anything, you know. That's like the four that's like the four modes that my mind generalizes. Is like the default. Well, there's probably more than four, but the default like negative ones. So like anger, sadness, disgust. Then for positive, it's just happy, pretty much. Surprised, I guess. Like, oh, you know, like the O face. And then a lot of other things I generalize to one of those, or I generalize to neutral. Like I'll say like, well, they're not making any face in particular, you know. But in reality, the answer to the test was like, oh. Like she was like, I don't know. She was asking me like, is this guy interested or uninterested in what you're saying? And I'm like, I don't know. He's not making a face, you know. For me, like that face doesn't mean anything. So more nuanced thing is harder. But I mean, I know I can recognize emotions in others, and I know I have emotions, right? For sure. Because there's things I like, there's things I don't like. It's just I can't really recognize them, to be honest, unless there's concrete evidence. So like my body or something, you know, like my chest hurts or something like that, or I don't know, I'm just high energy or something like that, or I don't know, I poop ugly. That would mean I'm stressed, right? I never think I'm stressed, you know? Like, people will say I'm stressed, but I don't feel stressed particularly, you know? But then my body says otherwise. I don't know. It's weird. I'm like that with everything. Same with hungry. I don't actually know that I don't like feel hungry until my stomach actually like hurts, you know? Literally every feeling is like that. I just wonder what it's like for... What is the average experience, you know? Like what do people usually experience? Because I know this is some like common symptom of the tism. Found about it recently and I was like, oh really? So that's how other... It's called alexithymia is what it's called. I can read it, the definition. Pretty living in the indifferent zone? I mean, it's not that. Well, I'm pretty neutral on a lot of things, but I legit just... It's about, like, understanding or something. Alexithymia is a term to describe problems with feeling emotions. In Greek, it loosely translates to no words for emotions. It is estimated that 1 in 10 people have it. It is much more common in those with depression or autism. Alexithymia is a personality trait where individuals struggle to identify, understand, or express their emotions. Also called emotional blindness, neuropsychological phenomenon characterized by significant challenges in recognizing, expressing, feeling, sourcing, and describing one's emotions. It is associated with difficulties in attachment and interpersonal relations. There's no scientific consensus on whether it should be classified as a personality trait, medical symptom, or mental disorder. It is present in 50% to 85% of individuals with autism. So yeah, that's why I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, so it wouldn't be even surprising that that's me. Difficulty in recognizing and discussing emotions may manifest at subclinical levels in men who conform to... Wait, what? May manifest at subclinical levels in men who conform to specific cultural norms of masculinity, such as the belief that sadness is a feminine emotion. This condition would be known as normative male alexithymia, and is not... okay. Well, okay, well, that's clearly not what I have. This is like basically some fucking built... Some delusion. I don't know. There's this cool graph. What's going on? Talking about brains. What I mean is that I don't think I ever seen you demonstrating a specific emotion. That's a pretty crazy thing to say. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm not a very emotional person, but yeah, I mean, I guess to be honest, that makes sense. No. We're talking about emotions and stuff, Alan. You know, what do you think about emotions? Like, I just don't understand, like, what's the normal person experience? Like, how do you know, how do you, like, exactly pinpoint that you're happy or sad? What does that even mean? Like, I can't, like, I don't understand questions like, how are you doing? Like, my brain always, if I'm not lying, when I say good, it's like social shit, right? It's lying. Well, it's not lying, maybe I'm doing good, but I honestly don't know how I'm doing. Like, you know, it's like I want to answer okay, because it seems like the safest answer. I don't think I'm normal. What is like, do you understand what I'm saying? Does that, like, correlate with you or no? Like, it feels like I don't know how I feel, really. I don't know. Like, I'm just there. Like, and the only thing I can refer to know how I'm feeling is my body or whatever. And maybe that's why I'm like, I don't understand love and shit like that. Maybe it's because maybe I can express it. It's just that I can't know that I'm, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it. If I was sick, I wouldn't say I'm doing good. Yeah, me neither, because sick is something that has a concrete boom. It has it affects you in reality. It could affect your body in the moment, right? So you actually don't feel good physically, right? I don't know. You are neutral. You are never, like, acting excited about something or sad as either crying or showing vulnerability. Yeah, I mean, I think that might just be also, like, I'm not very social. Don't you often cancel streams because you aren't in a good mood? It's because I don't feel like streaming. I cancel streams when I don't want to stream, really. Like, I don't want to play the specific game. So yeah, I guess, I mean, that's something I can recognize. Thankfully, it's something that I can recognize, like, what I want to do and what I don't want to do in the moment. That I can recognize. I don't know if that would be considered a feeling, but I can know that I don't feel like playing a game or I don't feel like doing some activity, you know? Like, for example, I can tell you that at any given moment, if you invite me to go to the restaurant, I won't feel like it. I can tell you that with certainty. That is not just me guessing or putting on a character trait. I will not feel like going to the restaurant. Ever. If mom forced you to go out and send resumes, wouldn't you be in a shit mood? I wouldn't want to do it. But, like... So, like, yeah, it would be, like, yeah, I'd be in a bad mood, I guess, yeah. But then if you ask me, like, are you sad or are you happy? I don't know, really. I know that I'm doing something I'd rather not do, you know? But does that mean I'm not happy anymore? I don't know. Does it? I don't know, it's like... I don't know, let me see if I resonate with any of this. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, is this something, like, you relate to or no? Or, like, am I a weirdo? Like, do you... Like, I don't know. Like, do you have... Like, if I ask you, like, how are you doing today? And I mean it, like, real question. And you answer me in a non-social way, like, no mask. Like, actually answer me. Can you? Because I can't find an answer to that, ever. Like, really. unless the day is like super special or something, like it's clear, you know, like through how my body feels and everything, it's clear that today was like a miracle, like the best day of my life. I would say okay almost always, I think. Yeah, but how do you feel? Yeah, like I say that too. Like that's what I say. That's what I would say honestly, and that's what I say to people I'm close to. Like my mom, she always asks me and she gets mad because I say, like, how are you doing? And then I say, correct, you know? But yeah, I say okay, but even okay, like I just say okay because it's the safest option, you know? It's neutral. So like, but am I actually okay? To be honest, I don't really know. I assume I am because I can't really express how I'm feeling. So I'm just like, well, I guess I'm just here, you know? I'm just okay. Yeah. I don't know. Difficulty identifying emotions. Difficulty differentiating between feelings and bodily sensations. That's what I'm talking about. This is like so relatable, you know? Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I've been like properly sad ever, to be honest. Like I honestly don't know if I'm like if I've never been sad or if I'm always sad or something. And I don't know what that would mean really. I don't understand what being depressed really means. And if I was depressed, I don't understand how that would change anything to my life. Like what if I am sad all the time? Why would I care? Well, I guess I'm saying that because because I don't really understand or feel it, I guess. I guess normal people would it would affect them. Okay, difficulty describing emotions. Detached, avoidant attachment style. What in the brick does that mean? Detached, avoidant attachment style. Characterized by strong need for independence and a discomfort with intimacy, emotional closeness, and vulnerability. Do you ever cry? It depends, like what you mean. Well, if I'm like into another universe, I can easily cry. I think, like watching like shows. Probably not if they're real life shows. Because I don't know, my brain is racist and is like, oh, this is not a cartoon, this is a real human. Therefore, it cannot touch me, you know? Because it's part of the world I live in. And I see the world I live in as something odd, somehow. But like cartoons or like reading a book that would have images, maybe, yeah. I have, yeah. But do I ever cry in real life? Not really. Like, well, I mean, it's in real life when I cry, obviously, but do I ever cry because of something in real life? Not really. Are there things in real life that would make me cry? I think so. Maybe. I probably wouldn't cry as much as other people. But that's just because I'd fucking forget about the event faster or something. I don't know. Are there any situations that make you sad or make you cry? In real life, no. Like in the real world, I mean, when I say in real life. Like something that's happening in the real world, no. But I mean, I don't have a hard life, I think, so I don't know. Well, about the make you sad part, I don't really know what that means. If I had to guess, I've probably been sad. But I didn't know I was sad. Is what I'm suggesting. I think I'm very like detached from from sadness. If I do experience like negative mood, I like, you know, I just turn off my brain instead of, you know, crying sounds like effort or something, you know what I mean? Like a death in the family if a pet is sick. To be honest, it would have to happen. It's really hard for me to like imagine the future or like think of a situation and try to project myself in it. I can't really do that. Like if you tell me like mom was to die or something like that, I'd like to say I would cry, but I don't actually know, to be honest. No clue. I think I would. Probably. Like, that's my instinct, but I actually don't have anything to base it off, to be honest. So I'm not convinced. I know I can cry, though, if that was the original question. Yes, I can cry, and I have cried. Externally oriented thinking. Externally oriented thinking. Cognitive style where individuals focus on external events, objects, and people rather than their internal feeling and experience. I don't know what that means. I definitely, I don't know. For example, you had streams where you felt misunderstood. Did that make you feel sad, angry? Well, yeah, I know it made me feel a negative emotion because it made me wanna do, like, it gave me like it affected my wants, basically, you know? Like it made me want to, you know, not stream. It also like physically like hurt my chest somehow. Like it hurts, like it actually, like this is okay, this is no cartoon lie, literally like heartache. Like it feels like my heart, like the heart, the thing that fucking pumps and keeps you alive, it feels like there's pain there. That's probably like how it felt, but I mean, I didn't feel like, I don't know, it's like, so I could guess that I was like feeling a negative energy. So yes, for this, like it'd be easier for me to express myself on that, but like when there's no signs like that, I don't really know. I don't remember how long ago it was, but how did you feel about Dennis? Oh. Okay, honest? This is bad. Okay, I didn't really care, to be honest. Honest. But I mean, it's sad. Like, it's sad. Like, I can see it. Like, it's sad. But it doesn't make me sad, I don't think. And to be fair, I was not close to him, you know? I've never been. Bro was like basically blind since I was a child. I enter, I shake his hand, he's like, "Oh, is this Jacob?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." That's it. Like, you know, it was nothing big, really. I remember at was it the funeral or something? I don't know. Yeah, it was. Like, yeah, definitely a disconnect to whatever everyone else is feeling, but at the same time, they didn't necessarily have the same relationship that I had with him, so who knows? I definitely know that like taking him is like not the best example, you know? Like if it was someone like my mom or something like that, or my dad, like it would not be comparable to my grandpa. You know? Would I cry? I don't know, but I know that how much I would care, it would not like it would not be comparable because I just didn't really have a relationship at all with that person. With my grandpa. yeah, I want to read the rest of the circle. Reduced effective empathy. Okay. Difficulty experiencing or understanding another person's emotion as if they were your own. I mean, that's for sure, to be honest. I always find people stupid over this. Yep. Real. People be feeling shit for no reason. Deadass. Difficulty registering emotions. What does that mean? Registering. Okay, yeah, it's just like understanding. What about your dogs? It sounds sad. Like, yeah, I would probably be sad. I don't know what that means. I don't know. It's like an instinct, you know? I answer, I would probably be sad, but I don't even know what that implies. I don't know what that means, to be honest. But I like my dogs. So, if we talk more physical, like, would I cry or something like that? Maybe. I don't know. Did they ever make you sad? My dog's making me sad? Wait, why would that happen? Oh. When they were sick or had a scare? No, not really. Like, oh yeah, probably. Yeah, probably like sick. Like, did I care? I don't know. I don't know if I cared. Like when Clovis had difficulty walking. Okay, that is more because you can like see it. So yeah, that does like, that did do something to me. I'm aware of that. Like I didn't like that for sure. So yeah, that probably made me sad. But not like, I don't know. I'm getting incredibly attached to those things, you know? It's almost like an observation. Like, oh, this is sad. Wait, I also feel that this is sad myself. And then I move on, you know? Kind of. I think that diagram or whatever, like the middle is like so me. More likely to identify as arrow ace. Higher prevalence of relationship and sexual struggles. I don't know, probably like relationship. That doesn't mean only like, that's like friendship too, probably. I don't know. Do I have struggles with that? Not really, to be honest. I don't care much about it, but yeah, I'd probably, I mean, yeah, I'm not made for a relationship. I'm aware of that for sure. Like, it would take 10 years for me to have a partner because, like, I don't know, I just don't think I'm good with that stuff. I think she'd annoy me, and I'd annoy her. Probably. Who knows, though? Maybe there's someone perfect for me. Increased rates of depression and anxiety. I don't know about that. I'm kind of anxious, I think. Unless she's like you. I don't know if I would like that, to be honest. I don't think I'm like... Like, I still have a perception of, like, how people are, you know? Like, mannerisms and stuff like that, I guess. I would not like to be with someone just like me. You know, like, to be honest, this sounds like I don't even like this myself, this coming out of my mouth, but like, well, I guess it's like personality wise, not like brain wise, but personality wise, there has to be contrast, I think. Because like, I think a Moyai statue person like me would not be something too interesting for me, and I'm aware that I'm probably not interesting either to most people. I don't know, it's just like so many things that just, I don't know. Like, for example, I've noticed recently, like, you know, people will like say like their experiences with like things or something. I guess it's just like, this depends on what they're talking about. But like, let's say you're trying to get close to someone, maybe they talk about their past or something like that. Dude, I do not care. I don't see why you would care. I do not care. Like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, which I guess is like, most people would say it's a lack of empathy, but I don't know. For me, okay, I'm delusional. Delusional take incoming. Hold up. I literally feel like, for me, from my point of view, most of the time, I have more empathy than like anyone. From my POV, now I know that like in the real world, from the outside perspective of like most people, I probably like have a lack of empathy, or I'm a little bit of a like weirdo in that department. But like, I don't know. I feel like I have good empathy, I don't know. For what I can have, you know? Because everywhere I lack is like, it's more like I just don't get it, you know? Like, would you call it a lack of empathy if I just can't express it, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is it really a lack of empathy if I don't know that you're feeling bad or something? I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm saying. To be honest, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. Nah, shit, I'm pausing this again. This is too interesting. Also how you express yourself or show. You probably, I mean, I just think that the way I see empathy is not the same as like others do, probably. I don't know, what's the definition of empathy? The ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Okay, never mind, I don't have any empathy, probably. Because I have a hard time understanding it. But I think it's good to like I don't think that's a bad thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's good to like point out that it's the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. So it's an ability, you know? Like, it doesn't mean you're like mean or anything like that, like, bruh. You might feel a certain way, but don't know how to act. I mean, I think it goes like one layer deeper than that. I mean, I think that is something that could happen, where I feel a certain way, but don't know how to act, sure. Sounds like me, but in general, I think it goes one layer deeper. And what I mean by that is that rather than you might feel a certain way, but don't know how to act on it, it'd be more like you might feel a certain way, but don't know how you feel. That would probably be more accurate. You might feel a certain way, but you don't know how you feel. So you don't know that you feel that way. So why would you act on it? And how is it meaningful? You know what I mean? It's like that's why, like, in the middle of the circle, like, more likely to, like, arrow ace or whatever this thing is like an abbreviation for aromantic, asexual. It means like people that like don't understand or don't have a huge interest compared to the average people into like sexual stuff and like romantic stuff. So like that's like 100% me, right? And like maybe that's due to like that, you know what I mean? Like who knows? Maybe there's like some deep lore and I have been in love in my life. Boom. Maybe I'm in love with most people I see, but I just don't know it. I can't access that info. Maybe I'm in love all the time. Dying. Dying of love, to be honest. Wow. That's my theory. I fall in love every day. I just don't know it. Okay, no, that's definitely not true, but you know what I mean? Like, maybe I have those things. It's just, I don't know it. Like, isn't that what this implies? Like mentally or whatever? Like, wait, let me send this to you, Alan. I will be blunt, so I'm sorry if it sounds a certain way. Okay. Also in the middle it says high rates of substance abuse, guys. I'm done for. I'm addicted to drugs. That's right. No, I guess for me it would be like, I don't know, I guess video games. I've been like addicted to video games, I guess. Maybe I still am, I don't know, am I? Probably. I don't know, that's... I'd never take drugs. Jesus. That does seem like what I know about you, the image you sent. I can't tell if you love me. I know that you don't mind me and you are comfortable with me to a certain degree. It's hard to explain. I mean, like, yeah, that's valid feeling because, I mean, I probably feel the same way. Like, I mean, I don't know if I love you either. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. I don't know if I love my mom. Probably, I mean, she does things for me and stuff. Like, what does love mean? I don't know what that means, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you cool, you know? You cool. Yeah, I mean, you in my streams, you support my streams. Yeah, you know, That's about it, to be honest. That's about all the info I need to be like, yeah, you're cool, you know? You're like the only like family person with Alan and PK. Goes out of their way to support the stream. So that's cool. Outside of that, I don't know. You chill. I don't know. I have no reason to hate you, but I don't really know what love means. But I mean, I don't have any negative feelings in particular towards you. I don't see why I would. So I guess whatever that implies, like if it's not negative, it's neutral or positive. So I guess I'll let it be that, since I honestly don't know what it is. You feel the same way towards all your family? Well, yeah, kind of. There's people I know I like more. Like there's people I know I guess, I don't know, but it might just be like some mind delusion or something, to be honest. I don't know if there's actually, I don't know where that thought comes from. Because I can't like actually compare people in my mind like that and be like which one I like the best, you know? Unless it be clear as day. Oh, actually I can't do that somewhat. Never mind. I lied. I rolled back on that. Hold up. Yeah, I know there's people I care about more probably, but I don't even know what that means. Do I care about more? I don't, like what? Like I just find them cooler, you know what I mean? More interested in doing stuff with them probably, you know? Hold up, I'm looking into this Minecraft mod that people want added to the server. So yeah, I understand what you mean, and for you, like you said, it's more, you know, if you like or dislike, but the love sentiment is foreign to you. I just don't even know what that means, really. Like, okay, well, when I say I don't know what love means, I meant, like, I was talking more romantic, so it definitely doesn't apply here. Like, that's what I think of when I say love, you know? But I can tell if I like or dislike some people. I mean, some people are assholes, and I can tell that they're assholes, and therefore I can tell that I wouldn't want to be around them, and therefore, you know, like it's like just a followed logical reasoning of like, well, I do not like this person, you know? And love is not only romantic. So, well, isn't love just an... Like, I just don't know what love even means, to be honest. I get too many different answers to this. It's too hard for me to understand. So I refer to it as the romantic one. But, I mean, if love is just a bigger like, then, I mean, I can love like that, probably, yeah. If love is just a fat like, I definitely can have that, you know? If I found, like, some perfect person that, like, I don't know how that would even be possible for someone as goofy as me, but let's say I find someone where like I the opposite of an asshole, where like I think like, oh wow, this person, it's like I would want to be around them 24/7, like always, you know, like that's like a big like, you know. So is that what love is? Just a big like, just a fat like? For example, you can love your brother and care about him. Okay. So how is that different from like liking my brother? It's not, right? It's just like synonyms, kind of. Most people don't want to be with their partner 24/7 at all. I don't see what the point is. That would be the only reason I would have a partner. Is if like they're like actually like my Lord and Savior in a way, like my perfect complement, you know, like I want this person and me to be one. Okay, I mean that sounds weird, but you know what I mean, like always together, always, like, isn't that the point? Otherwise I'm not interested at all. Holy fuck, I don't know. So I guess I'm picky then. I'm picky too, so yeah, so it's over. Like, me and PK both work from home and rarely go outside separately, but most people can't handle that. I mean, yeah, what you guys have is like understandable to me, you know? It's like sane to me. It's like, wow, this makes sense. Most people go on nights out with their friends without their partner. Yeah, I mean, I think that's like pretty normal occurrence. It's just like, you know, they don't see those groups like fitting, or they have like different kind of sides to them. You know, like they want the boy side or whatever. Oh, hanging out with the OG boys or whatever type of stuff. I mean, unless you're doing that every day, I think that's probably like, I wouldn't consider that like too unhinged. But yeah, the work away, I guess, is very real. Usually too much time together leads to conflict. Because you get bored of each other. How do people arrive to a conflict? How does that work? You know, how do you, like... I feel like if you truly care for someone, wouldn't you, like, wouldn't, like, you, try your best not to hurt the other one, and the other one should try their best to know that you wouldn't hurt them. You wouldn't do that willingly because you like each other, and then vice versa, you know what I mean? So, I mean, how does it not stop at a disagreement? I don't know. Ask your parents.
Behind you, incoming!
Degenerates, honestly. Jesus. Oh yeah, that's one thing I can say, you know? Maybe I don't know how I feel. I dislike my mom at very several moments. I can tell you that. Holy, that one I'm sure of. 100. Here's a real one. Real and relatable for Alan, probably. I like my mom in general. I like my mom. Like, okay, I like my mom, but some mom moments are very dislikable. There, you know what I mean? But I know that I like my mom. I don't dislike my mom, but I dislike a lot of things
Enemy behind you.
that come with her. That's real. I know that. I don't have to dig deep into my brain to figure that one out.
Behind you. Scout.
There it is. Oh boy, that is a little disgusting there. But yeah, everyone wants different things out of relationship, I guess. For me, it's like what I described, you know?
Beautiful from up here.
It's like I don't see why I would be interested otherwise. Like, why would you want to? I feel like what do you get other than that? I guess like, so if it's not that, then what it is? What is it? Sexual? I guess. Isn't that the only other like thing? Or just like the social image of having one, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. There's infinite reasons. Really. Can't you like categorize them? Like, what is romantic even? What does that mean? Is only being interested if like let's say my reason, like if I was going to have a partner, it would be logically backed. Like that's all. For me, there's no, like, I don't even attach like love or anything to it. It's just logic. It's like, oh well, if I was going to live with this person and I was with them 24/7, that would be cool as fuck. Like that's what I'm thinking, you know? So is that romantic? Like what? Is it? Like, would that be romantic since it's not sexual? Or is there like more things than romantic and sexual? I don't fucking know. It can be utilitarian. I mean, wouldn't that be what like love is? Because like it's just a feeling, right? And you want the feeling to be satisfied or something like that, right? Like when people feel love towards someone, whatever that means, the butterflies or whatever, when they feel that, the reason they want to be with that person is to satisfy that feeling, to like make that dream real. So I mean, that's like an egoistical, like completing your, like, you know? Utilitarian is like arranged marriages. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, wait. Okay. I gotta get away from that then. That's not me. Whoa, whoa. Misunderstanding.
Another incomplete loon slate.
Single mom trying to find a guy to help her parent her kid. That's utilitarian. You mean like the reason to find a partner is utilitarian? I mean, that wouldn't necessarily mean that the partner they find is like that the relationship is utilitarian. It just means that that was their reason to seek, but then after that, the relationship could still be more than that, you know? It doesn't mean they only like that person for... Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah.
Phew.
Durlin's hammer.
Still in one piece after all this time. Unlike Durlin's resistance.
I wonder what I want in life, you know?
We will take this to him.
Will I ever regret just not doing anything?
Brother, that groom's found a perch on high.
Who knows?
You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
I legit cannot think or like care about my future for a second. But like, sometimes I just wonder like, will that have like significant consequences, you know? Oops. Most people don't go through thousands of partners until they find the perfect one. A lot of them settle and compromise. Man, that sounds like... That sounds boring, you know? That sounds lame. So to find a partner, it's probably like... well, you have more chance... Way more chance if you're like way more social, probably. Then, even then, it's basically impossible. The odds are impossible of finding the perfect one. The fuck is the point? I don't get it. Like, you just have to get super lucky or then just not do it. That's my take. I don't know. Okay, philosophical question. Wouldn't it be weird, like, knowing that, like being with someone and knowing that, like... I guess that's just normal, I guess. So you'd be with someone and you know that, like, you're settling or whatever. So you know that there's, like, statistically someone out there that's, like, you would like better. So basically that means that if the conditions, like, if the right variables aligned, you would just leave that person at any given moment. That's pretty crazy to think about. I guess that doesn't mean you don't like them, though. But that's, like, kind of... I don't know. Seems like it'd be better if, like, both partners have this vision where it's like, you know, whatever happened, I wouldn't leave you or whatever. But I guess that's like a 1 in a million type thing. Yeah, that's the only thing I'd like. I can see myself like wanting. And yeah, that's probably like not common or non-existent. So thankfully, I don't really care, I think. Well, right now at least. Well, do I know how I feel? I don't know. Is any feeling I have... Is anything I say valid? If I don't know how I feel? Oops.
Brother, get up! Brother!
I mean... Okay, yeah, 94%. Yeah, I mean, there's probably like a connection with time too, so I think it's different. For a slight upgrade? Well, I don't think there would be a... Like, would it be... Would there be an upgrade, really? I don't think you would see it as an upgrade. I don't think it would be possible for you to find something higher than a 94% because nothing strikes to me as a 90% or whatever if you don't know them, you know? Like, if you don't, like, know them well enough. Like, know them well enough, like, fucking 5 years, you know what I mean? Like, hella know them, you know what I mean? Like, the only situation where I could see that... Because for me, people don't really have value until, like, I know them. Like, I don't understand dating out of friends. Like, if I dated someone, they would be my best friend. Like, that's not even a question. My best friend of all, you know? Like, for me, that's, like, the point, almost. You know what I mean? So then, anyways, like... I don't understand, like, seeing someone and then dating. I guess it's a social way to, like, get to know them, to see if you like them, but I don't know. For me, it's just, I don't know. But yeah, so I wouldn't throw that away just because I can't. It's not that I wouldn't throw it away. If there's a physical realm where there could be something higher than that 94%, then it would be logically make sense, because I mean you would just like them better. But for me that doesn't exist because there wouldn't be anything higher than a 94% because I don't know them. And if I can't get to know them, then there's no you know, like, there's just no way. Yeah, I don't know. I find it weird, that kind of stuff, and how people talk about other people. Like, oh my god. Especially how guys talk about girls, it like legit makes me want to vomit. Anyways. A lot of people want partners that someone fit the stereotype for the opposite gender, which means it can't be their best friend because their friends are mostly same gender. Okay. I mean, I know for a fact, like there's certain personality traits that like maybe are more feminine that for me like would be better, but in terms of like for me the interests have to match. Like there's no shot like why would you want a partner that like, let's say me, right? Fucking computer all the time, right? Whatever. Why would you want a partner that's like if the partner is like 100% in every aspect, but 0% in computer, I don't care. Like, there's no point. Like, all of those other 100% go down to 0. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you have no interests in common with me. So, what interests do you think your parents have in common? Okay, none. But listen, I have a good point. It's not a, I'm not countering your point, I'm just adding to it. I would say more, what interests do my parents have? Period. I actually don't know. I feel like dad and mom are like, okay, I'm not putting myself on a pedestal for playing video games, okay? Let me just say that, okay? I don't think I'm like superior or anything like that. But I literally feel like mom, especially mom, right? Because my dad does like play video games, even though rarely. And stuff like that. My mom is like isn't that like what, like an empty shell, I guess, in terms of interests, like a literal nothing burger, I guess. What, like TV shows, like watching TV. Your dad likes movies and games. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so like I don't see myself like my mom and dad, I don't see myself like that at all, you know? Something like what you and PK have is like way more logical and like actually like makes sense to me, you know? Like even if I don't know a lot, you know? Like, I live with my parents, so I know a lot about them, I mean, and how they interact and stuff. With you guys, I don't know a lot, but I don't even need to know a lot to see that, like, that's something I align with more, you know? Moscow somehow work despite not being best friends or having many things in common. I don't know how though, because I would never have that kind of relationship. Same, yeah. Theirs is more normal than ours, or more common, I guess. Not normal. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, real. Because we're the normal ones. For real, for real, for real.
Rot!
What do I?
I mean, you're not very social. PK isn't so... Is PK social? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Maybe a little more than you. But not really either, right?
Poison at your back!
How do I break this? What? Okay.
The broken Muspelheim seed is now complete. We should.
But yeah, this is getting personal, so I mean, no need to answer anything, but like, you've gone through like fucking 0.5 partners. You're like not social. I don't think PK is social either. So like, so you guys probably, or might, I mean, I don't know, because I don't know the insides. Who knows? Maybe you guys hate each other. But, like, well, I'm not about to give real numbers, Alan. 0.5. Like, not a lot is my point. At all, you know? Compared to the average person, probably. I don't know. And like, well, of the one of what I know, like, yeah, according to what you said, like, if unless I'm like, unless you guys hate each other behind the scenes or something like that, basically, you guys got the lucky seed, no? You got the 1 in a million thing, no? Would you say that or no? Where's the raven? I don't know, million is a lot. Okay. True, but I mean, not necessarily one. It's just a saying, you know. But like what I said earlier, like, isn't it like super unlikely for something like this to happen? No.
That will shut it up! Poison spit incoming! Knock that brick down!
Watch your left! Watch your right!
Nope.
Between the creatures and all the debris, No one could have made it out of here alive.
But yeah, I think definitely like, but yeah, we are best friends. Yeah, like, should be that way. Like, well, like I think it's okay too if like, you know, sometimes you can say like you have multiple. I don't know. For me, it's kind of like that. Like it's hard for me to compare like worth of people and stuff like that. But like, I think they at least have to be one of your best friends. Like, no question. But most likely the best.
Coming at you!
Like that's how it would be for me. I don't get it otherwise. Like I don't get the point. I guess like all of the physical part and the social part and stuff like that. For me, that wouldn't be very intense, I think. I can't help you with that good, honestly. Big up my big brother for being normal. Normal, aka unhinged weirdo, probably. I don't know. If that's what we are, I don't know. What are we? What's not normal? Odd. Shout out to you for being normal, aka alien.
We're headed your way! Fast!
Okay, why am I getting one tapped? Sorry, I missed a part. You're good. We're talking about what I'm best at. Relationships. Wait, it seems like the only way to like for that to happen, like I think it's not something I'm like I'm uninterested in most like normal things, but like if I can think of like having someone like to live with that like, you know, I think they're cool and all that thing, like that does sound cool, but like the effort you have to do to like get even like a tiny chance of that happening is so much that I don't care, you know. So like I'd rather like for example, like who knows, maybe in this timeline, maybe I meet some person, favorite person of my life, in university. Well, guess what? I'm going university online. I do not care. Because like I live in the present and it's like, you know, like I just, well, at least presently, I just don't value it enough to a point where I would like I just rather like just do like be in my comfort zone. And for me, I don't want to go to university, you know. So that's like an example. What, are you clueless? No, I'm not. No, that I was saying that I think the way Alan like thinks about like partners and stuff like that is like similar to how I do, and is like I'm not clueless about Alan basically, but clueless about everyone else. And I was like, big up Alan for being normal, even though statistically we're probably not the normal ones, but fine. Oh, sorry. Damn, that's awkward. Shit. Okay. Yeah. I read it as... Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Alan. See, it was all your fault, Mel. Gotta use that comma. I'm not awkward anymore, definitely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not like, we're not, well, I'm not. Maybe Alan is. I'm not like judging other people. It's just like, I wouldn't understand it, you know? You know, like, let's say like right now, like what do I like to do? Gaming. I'm a big computer guy, and I like watching shows. So if I had someone like that, well, what would I do with them? Fucking, well, I watch anime specifically, right? Watch anime and computer stuff. Like, otherwise, why would I be with them? I don't care. Like, what? I just don't get it. Personally, I think looking for a partner is worse than finding one. That's what I said. Wait. Oh no, wait. I read that wrong. Never mind. Looking for a partner is worse. Wait, I don't even know what that means. But for me, like... For me, I'd rather stay in my comfort zone than, like, try give effort to that. I don't care. But if I had to think about it, though, like... It's not something I think about often. But if I had to think about it... Like, imagine, like, a perfect person that, like, I want to live with, if that even exists. Then, like, that does sound more pleasant than being alone, probably. Even if I'm not, like, this most social person. But the effort required to, like, even get a small chance at that happening is not worth it. For me, you know? So I'd rather, like, stay inside, you know, do what I'm comfortable with. I just don't know, like... You know, will I ever gain fucking consciousness or like become a normie and then suddenly like end up at 40 and be like, wow, I actually care about this stuff now and then be doomed for the rest of humanity? That'd be so sad. I hope not. I hope I can be a weirdo all my life. Yeah, that's true, Mel. Upon not op- Wait, what does that mean? It's better to stumble, upon someone you like than to actively search, like using dating apps and stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's, if anything happens, it's gonna be like that for me. But, I mean, even then, I don't think so. Because, like, the rates, like... The chance of me going outside is about the same as me of using a dating app. So, like, you know, we're bordering the 0% with both. So, yeah. So for me, it's like, I think it's literally statistically impossible. I'd have to be forced into something. Which doesn't mean it would necessarily be bad, but, like, I think if I had a story, it'd be something like that. It'd be like someone was like, oh, this person might work with Jacob, and then I'd be forced in some shit. And then, most likely, I wouldn't like the person, but who knows? Like, other than that, I don't think there's a way for me to even, like, fucking stumble upon people at all. But they enjoy each other's company, they like to travel together, watch shows and concerts, nature. There's a big issue with your generation and finding partners. I guess it's because I'm not in the average, but from my point of view, it really doesn't seem that way, you know? I mean, I guess that's a comparison with other generations, so I mean, I don't know. But, from my point of view, it doesn't seem like the people of my generation really have, you know, really have trouble dating and stuff like that. Jesus. Thankfully, you don't care too much. Yeah. So the one thing I'm scared about, and like I mentioned earlier, is like, I wonder, like, you know, I don't really have a thought for my future at all. Like, I don't imagine myself anywhere, like, relationship-wise, like, goal-wise, like, economically, all of that stuff. But, like, what if eventually, like, I don't know, something happens in my brain and then I start regretting that? That kind of makes me anxious to think about, to be honest. I hate that thought. It kind of annoys me a lot. But anyways.
Grim coming at you!
Whoa, what the fuck? Okay.
Come on, Kratos, get
Bro,
up!
what are these bosses today? Just bosses after bosses. Yeah, that sounds terrible, though. I don't want that to happen, you know? Because then what if that affects my life, you know? Like, I don't want to have regrets, like, oh, I should have, you know, I should have looked for a partner, or I should have started working earlier, or things like that, you know what I mean? But I don't have a feeling, because right now I, like, literally do not care, like, have no care in the world for my future, really, at all, in a lot of ways, in all ways, really, so, but when I'll be in that future, then will it be different, you know? Or will that future just have become a present where I still don't care about my future, and then will that just keep on going till I die, you know? Because that's what I would want. The latter is what I would. Oh.
Come on, Kratos! Off your back!
You know? I don't know, maybe it's goated not knowing how you feel. Maybe it's cool to not know how you feel, you know? Because then you don't really need anything. Nope. No, I'm not looking. I would never look for someone. I'm just not like that. It just happens, or it doesn't. That simple for me. I really don't care, honestly. And like, you know, I've been that way forever. Like, it's not like a facade. It's not like anything like that. Like, I've been asked out multiple times, you know. And well, I guess there's other things involved because it's a particular person, but I just had no interest, to be honest. I didn't even have to start thinking about the person that was like in front of me, because like I didn't even get to that part of thinking, right? Because I don't even care. Like I just don't care who you are. I don't want to. You know what I mean? But I mean, then when the second layer when I added the person, then it would get even worse, because I'm like, who the fuck is this girl? Why are you asking me out? I don't even know you, you know? Because I don't talk to people. Imagine me, Jacob, right? You know how I am. You know me personally, and you know how I am towards you. So imagine how I am towards strangers. And a stranger asked me out. Wild. Me, Jacob. But yeah, that shit was weird as fuck. Anyways. Very cool high school stories. It was so awkward too. Jesus. So awkward. And then like... I think like... I don't know. Okay, wait. I need to look what this implies, otherwise it might be awkward. Okay, yeah, right. So when you blush, people typically blush in response to emotional experiences like embarrassment, shame, or even intense joy. Okay. I was very embarrassed, and I guess I was like blushing or something, right? Like, well, blushing like, probably like my face was entirely red, like tomato. Like, I don't know if that's called blushing still, but, you know, I was like awkward from the situation probably. And like, the girl made a comment about that and like, you know, like said something about like that being cute or something like that. And then that like killed me even more. And like, it was fucking terrible. I actually wanted to die. But like, she looked like she was thinking like this was a funny moment, you know? Like I actually just I would have ended it all, to be honest, in game. Like, cause I wanted her to fuck off, like I did. Like, stop, get out, you know? Jesus. Make me want to die in Minecraft, yeah. Yeah, it was terrible. I mean... But yeah, there's just nothing that I... Like, I didn't know the person. The only things that I knew about the person weren't interesting. But like I said, for me, it didn't even have to go to that stage, you understand? Like, the analysis of the person, like, it doesn't even go to that. Because it's just like the... Well, it was the first layers, I think, is what... It's like... Oh, well, I just don't want to date at all. And then the first layer was in the analysis of the person. It was probably like, do I know them? And well, I didn't know them, so whatever. And then there's everything else that comes after. I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, like for me, like the first layer is like, do I know the person? You know, like I said, like they have to be a friend or something. Like I didn't fucking know this. Like, how can you even like someone? What does that even mean? Maybe she got some, like, weird kink or something. Like, tall people. I don't know. Maybe that's the thing. Like, that has to be purely physical, because she didn't know me, really. I mean, I talked more back in high school, because I was always with friends. But, like, still. Like, that's so weird to me, you know? And then just the fact that you ask me out is like, with that, you know? Like, the fact that you ask me out without being my friend, like, that's like, you know, minus 1,000. But, yeah, it didn't even get to that point. I just was, like, completely embarrassed and just... Because I just... But yeah, I don't remember how it went, the dialogue, but I just said like, yeah, no, I'm not, like, I just don't want a girlfriend or something like that. And then I left, I remember, because it was like in a staircase while going outside so this girl, like the buses, it was when COVID or something, and the buses were like timed. So like, it was like waves. So like, oh, this bus, all the people that are in this bus come outside so that it wouldn't be crowded outside. Okay, now this bus arrived, so you guys come. And we were the last bus, me and this girl. So at the end of classes, like we would stay in the class and we would be alone at the end all the time. And yeah, like, so we'd be the one like closing the windows, turning off the light and stuff like that. And then we go down while we're going down the stairs to outside. She like tells me all this shit, bruh. And I remember when I reached, like, I was, like, the whole dialogue happened like in the stairs. And when I was at the bottom and I went outside, I literally my brain shut off. And I remember I put earbuds. I put my earbuds in, and I never put this shit to the max volume. I never, like, I wasn't enjoying the music at all. I just put my earbuds and I max volume. I just, like, didn't want to be in the world, you know? That shit was so awkward. Jesus. And I don't know, I don't know what matters to me. I don't know if I have, like, physical standards or something like that. We were friends for several months before we started dating. Yeah, that makes, like, way more sense for me, you know? I definitely don't understand the whole look thing. If I had to guess, I think I do probably have some kind of like maybe this is just like simple human biology, or maybe I'm like a physical weirdo or something. But I think there is like a bar for looks, like probably like a standard for me, like even physically. But I don't think it's something I care about that much. But I think there's a minimum bar. Like, what's something I can think of? I don't know. Like, if someone was like fucking 600 pounds, I probably just like even if they were the best person ever, I probably just wouldn't be able to date them. Honestly. Although I guess 600 pounds just has consequences on the real life as well, doesn't it? So that's different. I don't know. I don't know.
Grim, headed your way, fast! Alpha!
There's just like too many variables. Like, I just don't understand how you can meet someone. Like, what's the chances of meeting someone that has like all of your interests? Well, probably not that bad, right? Probably not that bad if you're social, but I'm not. And then they have to have a personality you like. That's the most important, probably. Actually, the interests. Well, that's part of the personality, I guess, but yeah, I think the traits is like the most important. Then you have to have a chance to become friends with that person, and it has to be by chance because I'm not seeking it. And then they have to have the minimum requirement, the minimum variables, whatever those are, for other extra things. Like, I think most people care about physique. I think most people care about it way more than I do. Then what else? What else is something you can think about? Maybe like roles or something like that? I don't care about that, you know? Like, I know that like if I had like a partner or something like that, I would actually probably want to learn to cook and stuff like that. I think I'd like to learn that, you know? Like be babysit through it. You know what I mean? But not by my mom. Like be taught. Like, I don't know, I just don't really care about that. The role part. Maybe that's important for some people. Maybe some people expect you know, that's way like after, you know what I mean? Maybe some people expect like, oh well, you do that, you're gonna do this and you do this, right? Like for me it's like no, whatever we like, you know? Role part? Like roles, like who cooks, who cleans, who does this, who does that, who takes who makes the most money. Anything can be seen as a role. For me, I don't care about that. Whatever makes the people happy, you know what I mean? For me, like, it would be whatever makes us happy. And I'd be willing to provide, probably. I mean, I think so. Maybe I'm more lazy than I think I am. I don't know. Like, personally, if I found... Because all the pre-requirements for me is, like I said, is like mostly like, well, personality traits, like how they are, like they shouldn't be an asshole, and then interests, right? And then obviously being friends for a long time. Like past that, then for me, like if it's better for me to cook then I'll learn to cook. Like, I don't know. I mean, as a personality trait, I'd prefer the other person to cook, but that's just like initially. Like, I'd be willing to learn to cook. In fact, that sounds like a fun ass life experience. I like to imagine myself, to be honest, as like becoming some brain god of cooking that like just knows, you know, no recipes, just I just know the taste of things. Boom, boom, boom. Just use this, use that, use that. Then just become a god at cooking because of a mentor, and that mentor would have been my partner. Boom. Like I can totally see that happening. I don't know. Just not in this household, you know. I wouldn't cook here. Like it's over. Like it's not gonna be my mom. You know what I mean? Like I'd only be interested in cooking for that person, you know. And then I'd learn how to cook, and then maybe then when I go to my parents, then I can cook for them. You know what I mean? And then my mom would be like, "Whoa, that's insane." Yeah. Like, so roles don't matter to me, you know? I'd be able to... I think it's an impression, you know? Who knows? Maybe I'm a lazy piece of shit. I don't actually know what it's like. And I don't know how I would feel. And let's say this whole, like, perfect scenario exists where you find the perfect match or whatever. I don't know how that perfect match makes me feel. Am I, like, super... like, how needy am I? Is a perfect match just ass for me? You know? Or does a perfect match feel like a miracle? You know what I mean? I have no clue. So who knows? Who knows how much laziness and those and these other like, you know, unpredictable variables, how much they come in. But like when I think about it, like if I had to guess, like I think I know that I don't care about roles, and therefore from that thought, I would extend it over and say that I'm willing to provide any role that is, you know, needed for whatever, like both people to be happy, right? And I think that's how it should be, probably. Like if sharing is what makes them happy, go. If one wants to do all the cooking, then go too, you know. Because I want to make it clear, I'm not against that. I don't think sharing is necessarily good, you know? Because what if that's not what they want, you know? What if one person actually wants to do all the cooking? Let's say I become a great cook, and then eventually I just want to do all the cooking, you know? And maybe the other person doesn't want to cook at all. Then I should cook, you know? There should be no sharing. I should be the one to cook, because I mean, it's, you know? So yeah, I think roles don't matter. But before that, I'm not sure like what variables I have, honestly. I don't know what kind of personality I like at all. But I know that that's important. For me, probably, because, you know, just like anyone's saying, I wouldn't just like someone that I think is an asshole. And then for looks, I really don't know, honestly. I think, like, with all honesty, like, as much as I'd like to say, like, looks don't matter to me, I think that's probably, like, false a little. Like, I think there's, like, a minimum requirement for me. Or something like that. Which I think is bad. I think it shouldn't be like that. But, I mean, I don't know. There's so many things I find weird about myself. So that's one of them, probably. Same for, like, like, I know for a fact that I'm not gay. Why? You know? Like, why could I only have a girl as a partner? I personally think that's weird. Like, I don't understand why I'm not gay in a way, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just confused on that matter. Like, it feels weird and unlogical that I would only like girls, but I know that it would only be towards a girl, so I don't know. So that's also like physical in a way, I guess, no? Why are you not gay, bro? It's Pride Month. Sorry, man. Because you have a preference? Yeah. And I find that weird. I find that odd that there's something physical. But yeah. So looks do matter for me. There's like a set bar, a requirement. And one of the requirements would be being a girl, yeah. I don't know. Don't a lot of people say looks don't matter? Or is that just like a lie? Does like no one think like that? Because I mean, I do like when people say looks don't matter, it's something I like agree with a little bit because like in its essence, I think it's like the least important thing. But then when I analyze further, like don't matter at all, well, to me, I don't think that would be true, you know, because I think if everything aligned perfectly, but looks were like terrible, then I just don't think it would happen, honestly. I reported you to the Alphabet Mafia and they're coming to get you, right, Meow? What does that mean? That is quite normal? I guess so. But I mean, I'm not normal, so who knows? I wonder where I stand compared to the mass, you know? I really do have the impression that I care way less about physique than other people do. Like that, I'm pretty convinced. But I know for a fact that I do care about it. Probably not what other people care about. For me, it's probably like, it would probably be like a more like face, you know? Other people are very weird and sexual.
Got him!
Another one already? Great!
Why exactly do you keep popping up, little one?
I mean, I think that's good in a way, right?
Lying on us?
I think it's fine in a way because how awkward would it be? Because like in my situation, for example, if I had a partner, right? Let's say I didn't find them. Let's say I didn't care about looks. Let's say in a world where I don't have a minimum requirement for looks or whatever, so then I wouldn't care about them, right? I would only care about personality. So then that means the possibility of me finding my partner ugly is real. It's in the realm of possibility. I don't care about looks, so they could be ugly, right? And I could find them ugly. That wouldn't matter to me. So then they would ask, like they would ask something like, I don't know, what's a normal conversation? Am I pretty? I don't know. And I would say, no, you're not, because I can't lie. So there you go. So that's ruined. So, you know, maybe it's good that I have a standard in terms of looks. I don't think you can find your partner ugly. I mean, if it's possible for someone to think that looks don't matter, then yeah. Right? Well, is that not possible? Maybe that's not possible. I think it probably is possible, but I don't know. Like, let's say you didn't care about looks at all. Let's say to you, looks don't matter, as the saying says. Right? Then you could find your partner ugly and you would have no problem with that because there's no value attached to that for you, you know? Which I think makes sense, which I think is the most logical, by the way. In a way. Like I'm surprised I'm not like that. It's one of the things I don't understand about myself. No matter how much I think, because it just doesn't feel logical. It doesn't feel right, but I guess it's just like biology. It's like I guess I just don't understand my feelings, but some type of biological just thing. I'll say looks don't matter. It's true because you can have a preference for him, but you could meet a girl that you wouldn't mind if she's a redhead. Yeah, but looks still matter because now, okay, make that redhead's, I don't know, the ugliest person to you ever, right? Because here, in your situation, it's just a hair color. So sure, that's like, okay, whatever, right? But let's say it's something like, let's say, okay, think of the thing you find most unattractive ever. That's what your partner looks like. Would you like them still? You know? Yeah, but that's different because by then you've you've had connection for so long, but like, isn't it like just fucking some poetic romance shit? Like at that point, it's like, oh, we've lived together all of our life. How wholesome, you know? And then you fucking die. That's it. I don't know what I mean. Like no one's out there like seeking 90-year-old grandmas, and it should stay this way. Don't go on dating apps for 90-year-olds. I hope that doesn't exist. You know? If everything else appeals to me, then in my eyes he would be handsome. Maybe the other things just outweigh. I don't know. I don't actually have experience, so I can't say for sure, but if I had to guess for me, it's like a minimum requirement. You know? Which sounds really bad, but I think that's probably how my brain works. So like, for example, if everything is perfect about someone, but they're like, they look like a monster and they look super ugly to me, then I don't think I'd be interested at all. And that's coming from someone that like, I could see this being like a very like fucking weird sexual thing for people, right? Being like, oh, well, I find them ugly, so it's not gonna provide anything or whatever. You know what I mean? For me, it wouldn't even be that because I'm not interested in, it's just like, I don't know, it's just not finding them pretty. It has nothing to do with anything sexual. Beauty is relative? Yeah, exactly, Alan. Yeah, same here. But I mean, they'd still be beautiful in so many other ways that it don't matter, right? So. And I think a pretty person ages well, so relatively to their age, they'll probably be always pretty, you know? If I had to guess. But I mean, relatively to their age, you know? Obviously. Yo, Jacob, beauty is relative? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, it's for me, you know? It's a requirement for me, you know? Maybe maybe other people would think they're super ugly, but for me, it's like, oh, no, they hit the minimum requirement or whatever. Simon shaved his beard. I cried because I couldn't recognize him and he seemed like another person. What the fuck? Okay. That's funny. I could say he looked ugly, but I still loved him. That's hella funny.
Our attention.
Yeah, that's different because again, you know the person there. That's like, for me, when I say minimum requirement, that indicates requirement indicates that it's part of the key to unlocking. But once you've unlocked that thing, then after that it doesn't matter. I'll give you a scenario. Okay? Boom, they have the minimum requirement look. So they look good enough. So I accept or whatever. And then boom, we're together. And then, boom, they gain £1 million or something. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. Well then, that minimum requirement was still true. Like nothing has changed. It's just that I might not find them as attractive anymore, or maybe I don't find them as attractive at all. But the minimum requirement is still true because they were pretty when the key was. Do you understand what I mean? Same logic as the old thing, basically, that Alan said. But I mean, that would never happen because I'm too I'm too autistic with food. So like, there's no way anyone could get fat if they're by my side. Fucking infinite fruits. I I get fat on fruits, if anything.
You must believe me, I am here solely to serve as a guide, but
Fruit
only
obese.
if you want. It's standard procedure.
Well, you can rest easy. We'll get
Sorry.
these back to
Next
jumpy
time I'll
little
try to be more
fella. Huh?
helpful and brief.
The tunnel must open up just ahead.
But yeah, chances are so slim. Another reason would be like, I don't know. I guess it'd just be shitty because there'd have to be compromise, and I don't know if I like the idea of that
Feels like we're in the
because
right
I'm a
place.
piece of shit. So like, for example, normal people probably kiss. That sounds disgusting to me. I don't know why you would kiss anyone. Prettiest person in the world that you love the most in the world, I would never be interested in kissing that monster. Holy shit, get away from me. Filthy mouth. Anyways. So, like that, for example. Like, there's no way I can find someone that agrees with me on that. You know? So, like... So if I did find someone, I'd have to make compromise. So I don't know.
Really?
Who knows?
His request isn't a discussion.
He does not know his son's fate.
I see. Okay then.
You know, maybe I'd be like too much of an ass to do those compromise. So then in that case, I'd just rather, you know, just be comfortable and chill alone again. But I guess that's just like touch sensitivity. I think like it's like my worst sensitivity. Like any touch related stuff is just terrible.
Some memories. I thought it was only in my homeland you'd see such things.
Mermaids who forge weapons.
Aye. I remember very fondly a lake nymph called Nimue. Very talented with a sword.
Like any of the thing too. Like
meant that literally. Shame on you.
You know the thing you need to do to spawn babies? I will never understand that. I'm a guy, by the way. Real guy, okay? I do not lack any, you know, any body parts. I do not lack any hormones or anything like that. And I will never understand that. Like, what you need to do to procreate? Holy shit. The trumpet in the goopy hole? Hell no. Never. I just don't get it. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's like I don't know, you know. Because like in my generation, at least, please don't say that ever again. It was an analogy. Sorry.
Brother, about the oracles
Like-
of your land, would you say they manipulated events? Did they have an
Like,
agenda?
especially in my generation, it just feels like those things are like, you know, it's like so,
They could
like
be
this is
easily
normal,
by their own prophecies.
and like
We will
surely
continue
like
another time.
everyone needs to do that. You know what I mean? Please don't say that ever again. Hey, I thought it's funny. Okay. But yeah, anything that's like
Brother, what
outside
you
of
said
skin, I
before
don't
about the
understand, you know?
oracles of your land being fooled
So,
by
like,
their own
mouth?
prophecies.
Like the reason why I don't understand kissing or anything like that is because there's like it's too close to the inside of the mouth, you know what I mean? Anything that has to do with insides, like get away from me. Like I just don't understand that stuff. And people are like this is like it's not like I'm just uncommon. Like I'm actually like I'm a fucking unique legendary item. Like I must be like 0.0001% of the population on this matter. No one agrees with me. I don't think. Like literally I don't think I know of a person that like well actually I mean I didn't ask them, but that's my impression is that you know what I mean? Like they all think that stuff is like, you know, very cool, I guess, you know? For me it's like I think of peak and it's like Ian knows 3 asexual people. Yeah, but being asexual doesn't mean you find those things disgusting necessarily, you know? And those particular acts. In their case, yes? Oh, okay. Fire. New issue expectations? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, who knows? It might be compromises. Anyways. And I might end up liking stuff that I don't like, you know?
I thought the
Once you get used to it.
means to break my bondage to Ares.
I don't know, my psychologist said something about that. She said that, like,
Show her Olympus would
most
be
cystic people, you know,
war.
like, they have, like, clear boundaries, clear sensitivities, it's clear to them, but then, like, once they find their person, their, like, brain can, like, fucking rewrite itself around that person, and then it's like, well, I hate anyone touching my shoulder, but if this person does it, then it's actually nice. But I don't think that's how my brain works. At all. I think for me, it would still be disgusting. Like, no matter how I imagine it, it's just... And on the other hand, there's other things where, like, sensitivity comes in and is positive. For example, you know, most guys would probably be like, yo, I wish to do this, and then list off, like, fucking the most 3, like, grossest things ever. And, like, to me, literally, I'm not gonna lie, okay, boom, I'ma say it, okay? I've had the chance of being on this shit game called VR Chat a lot, because I would beatbox on there a lot. It's a social game, so I've heard a lot of people talk, right? And I hear what people talk about. Well, they're online people, okay? So it's different. And they're playing VR Chat, so they're probably deranged. But on there, I would hear what guys talk about, even in my beatbox circle, which was the only people I hung out with was for beatboxing. And I have to say, or even my real life friend, I have to say, like, guys, the way some guys talk, and I think girls too, I don't know, I don't hang out with girls, but probably more guys. I think guys are worse, way worse probably, but I think both probably do it. The way guys, like, talk literally makes me think that everyone in the world is a... Okay, I don't know if this word is good for Twitch. Okay. No. A rapist. Like, the way guys talk sometimes makes me feel like everyone in the world is a rapist except me. Like, I'm the only person that is not, like weird like that. Like, the way they, like, objectify people so easily. Like, and say, like, oh, this girl looks good, I'd, you know. Like, they say, like, really weird stuff, like, okay. I'm quoting, okay? Don't mock me like earlier with my beautiful line, okay? But they say things like, quote, like, I'd smash, quote, you know? Stuff like that. Or like, oh, or like, I don't understand either someone being sexually attractive when you don't know them or anything like that. Like, I find that inappropriate almost, you know? Like, when people talk like that, to me, it sounds rappy, you know? It sounds really, like, mean. I don't know, like, inappropriate, like, very, very bad. Like, bad person. But that's like how everyone is. So, like, I'm completely detached from the world, because that's, like, how everyone is. Pretty much, right? Like, people find people sexually attractive, even if they don't know them and stuff. So, I don't know. Oh, grape. Yeah, that's the... that people use online. So yeah. Hi PK, by the way, long time no see in chat. I'm probably gonna play mouthwashing after this game if I end up getting off the pause screen and talking about life. But yeah, for me it's like completely like reverse unhinged, and like people would probably mock me, right? I'll give you an example, okay? Because I don't care, I don't think this is a big deal, right? Like, so guys, for example, they talk about this stuff that I mentioned, right? And it sounds like very weird to me. For me, like the equivalent, well, okay, not the equivalent, because there's no equivalent to that, because that's fucked up, and what I'm about to say is not fucked up. Well, to me at least, but it probably is objectively. Anyways, like, to me, like those things that those people crave for or whatever, like for me, if I have to find, like if I had to dig and find like equivalents to that, they like end up being like the most like wholesome shit, but like they're probably unhinged to most people, but it's things like oh, having my hair played with, having my back rubbed. Like that's about it, you know? Like am I like a literal baby? Like I just don't understand. Don't leave me hanging, this is awkward. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's probably, like, more touchy stuff I can do as well. But it's just, like... And I'm sure there's stuff that I could do that would be considered sexual, but never would I, like, crave that or think that about someone that I don't know personally. That is so incredibly weird to me. You used to like having your back rubbed? Oh, I still like having my back rubbed. It's just the social part, comes onto it, so now it's, you know, like, I'm 20 years old. Do you really think I feel okay when my mom rubs my back? No, it's just fucked up. It would be time for another person to do that, or no one's gonna do that. I don't care if no one does it. It doesn't matter. I know that I like it, though, yeah. And I still like it. That hasn't changed. It's just that the social aspect of it is completely like unacceptable for my mind. Like there's no way I'm letting my mom do that. That's fucking weird as fuck, you know? Because for me it's like something like it's too personal, you know? It's too in my bubble. It's like only someone like only the closest person to me could do that, you know? And then only then would I enjoy it, you know? But yeah, I mean, that's probably like some touch sensitivity shit. There's just like a lot of touchy stuff that to me just seems like disgusting. And there's a lot to me that feels like extra like nice, I guess. And it just happens that the most unusual stuff for me is like... The most unusual stuff for me happens to be comfortable. And the most usual stuff, what people like usually, well, happens to be fucking disgusting and out of the question for me. So, I don't know. You used to snuggle next to me so I would rub your back and you would fall asleep. That sounds cringe as fuck. Yeah, never say that again. My line from earlier was better. The trumpet one. That was less unhinged.
She helped me, intending to undermine Ares and protect her realm. She did not foresee that I would kill him and take his office. In the end, I proved her vision of doom correct.
So the Oracle herself brought about the very few...
But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, like, I'm not gonna talk about it on stream, but I do know there's, like, things, because I just think it's weird and super awkward. Well, I don't think it's weird, but, I mean, it's, like, fucking, it's not weird at all compared to what other people seek, but it's just awkward, so I won't say it on stream. But there are things that, like, probably overlap with something people would, like, call sexual, but it's like, I don't understand how people take those things and or like feel those things towards people that they don't know. Like, to me, that, like, when I hear people talk about like wishing things with people that they don't know, to me it just sounds grapes, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand how you're like, my brain just doesn't work like that. It doesn't think like that. And God, I'm so glad I'm built like this, honestly. Like, it's insane. The chance that I have not to be a weirdo like most. Anyways. Well, from my point of view, right? I know that I'm the weirdo, it's fine. I know that. I've accepted it. Since I'm not involved in cinema, I would say I thought the trumpet line was worse.
I suppose
Look.
we're in fine company at that.
Listen, the thing is, that analogy, that line, this is not the first time I've used it. You have to understand that I've judged my close friends and stuff like that. we've had conversations like this, and I've explained my disgust for such activities, and I need to find a way to express myself without actually saying the words, because I can't say the actual words of the genitals without like it's just like, I don't know, it's just like taboo for me or something. It's just too awkward.
I came by and took out an Einherjar patrol. Area should be clear. Can't speak for the rest of town.
But I think most kids like something like that, or maybe not as much as I did, but like it's probably like not that weird. It's just most people just grow out of it, most likely.
You again. I hope you're back to clean up the mess that extra head of yours made.
We have done it.
Doesn't fix what I did, but hopefully it makes things a bit better. Let's be off, brother.
Your hammer.
Thanks. Might not mean much with Odin's goons stomping around the city, but folks see this and they'll know we haven't completely given up.
But yeah, for me, I just don't understand, like,
Never expected to see this.
like the best way for me to put it without like doing any specific examples would be like what I said earlier. For me, if there's any insides involved, then it's disgusting, right? So like mouth, you know, I'm not gonna say the obvious ones, so I'll say something dumb to make this situation less awkward, like nostrils, right? I wouldn't play in nostrils. That doesn't sound very fun. Anyways, so anything that's inside is just disgusting, and anything that's just like straight skin is okay with me. Like when it comes to straight skin, I think I'm probably like normal, you know? Like I'd probably do like stuff in that realm, but even then I'm not like I'm not very how do you say that? It's not something I'm like particularly driven towards or need, you know? I don't crave it like other people describe it. Like other people are like, you know, what do they say nowadays? Down bad. Holy. Other people are like it's unhinged. Holy shit. Thankfully, I'm not like that. But yeah, when it comes to like anything that would be considered like, you know, extra and more you know, closer, for me it like that's the requirement, straight requirements. It has to be pure skin, no insides, no nostrils, no mouth, please, and none of the others either. You know what I mean? Like it just, I just don't get that. And it's two-sided. No racism here. Two-sided, okay? It's not like oh, it's okay if they do this to me, but not okay if I do this to them. No, I'm fair and square. I think both are fucking disgusting. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Things he said to you.
His words are nothing.
True, though I expect retaliation is no empty threat. We need to think through the ins and outs.
I don't know. I should make another weird quote or something.
Let's see if Sindri
if there's an inside, I'm dead inside. There. You see it? If there's an inside on either side, I'm dead inside. That's my quote. That like represents my feelings about like any type of like sexual stuff. I don't know what that means, Mel. Public display of affection. What? Is that what you mean? Or pathological demand avoidance. Specific profile of autism. What? No, that's not what you're talking about, right? Why is that the first thing I find? Is my Google like fucking autism branded? Am I being brainwashed by a condition further than I've already been diagnosed by this? Kind of rude, Google. Okay. So probably public display of affection. Acts intimacy between couple and views of others. Yeah, what Alan said, honestly. Yeah. Bannable offense. I mean, that just makes me super awkward, too. I don't have to be involved either. I think it's really weird. I don't know. Like, there's things that are, like, more, like, about security and, like, you know, like, a feeling of, like, belonging, you know? So, like, holding hands, like, okay. But, like, past that, like, you gotta calm down. And even then, by the way, I'm not saying that I'm necessarily okay with that. I mean, I think I'm okay with holding hands, like, as to other people. But, like, if I had a partner, I probably wouldn't want to hold their hand, to be honest. Anyways. Holding hands and hugs is okay. Everything else is banned. That's my opinion. Honestly. Good opinion. Not bad. Yeah, I don't know if I would want to hold hands. I don't know. Maybe they have a nice hand. I feel like I'm very, how do you say dédaigneux? I don't know. So a quick kiss, like a peck, is bannable. I mean, I hate it personally. Even Uggs, yeah, me too. Me too, to be honest. That's like right on the line. No, for me, I'm not gonna lie. For me, it's above the line. For me, it's straight up above the line. Like, not even a question. And a lot of people find that funny, you know? Like on the other side of the family, like, you know the classic, like, aunt stereotype? Thankfully, you don't meet that stereotype, Mel, don't you worry. Don't you worry, Mel. You are not the aunt stereotype, but I have another aunt that meets the aunt stereotype of, like, basically, like, me setting clear boundaries and clearly not wanting to be kissed, but them forcing it on me, you know? Very nice. Yeah, same here, Alan. Hugs doesn't make me feel awkward. Like, seeing others. It makes me awkward if you hug me, yeah. And I probably don't want you to hug me at all. But I let people do it for themselves, I guess, even though I find it weird. Like, I just, like, it's something I can play along with somewhat. But I don't want you to hug me, like, ever. No matter who you are. There's no, I don't want to, like, even my favorite people, you know? Like, favorite person in the family is probably Alan. I would never want to hug Alan. Like, get the hell away from me, you know? Hi. Yeah, I mean, above, yeah, for me, above hugs is bannable as well. I mean, I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind it to a level where, like, it, like, genuinely bothers me, because I've you know, I'm fucking 20 years old. I've had time to, like, get used to some of it. But if you would ask me, you know, which it should be like that, but it's not. But if people asked before going in to take a hug, right? Or shaking my hand, if people were like, oh, Jacob, do you want a hug or do you want me to shake your hand? I would always say no. Always. Even the handshake. I'm not interested. I don't see any connection in that. I just don't get it, you know? Just say something. Say, like, see you soon. Like, why do you need to put your fucking microbes in and your crusty hands in my palm? And why do our fucking body sweat fluids need to mix up for us to like that just doesn't make any sense. Just say like, see you later, I appreciate you, you know what I mean? I just don't get it. It's completely unnecessary, but hugs and handshakes are not bad enough to where, they're not bad enough to where, like, I won't play along, you know? But if I had a choice, I would refuse every time, yeah. Definitely. That's my take. But I know that other people, you know, again, see, I have so much empathy because I play along, see? See? I'm such an empathetic guy, for real. Because... Okay. I don't know. Like... What was I saying? I forgot. I was lying. Yeah, okay, I know that other people might, like, that's important to them, right? So I let them do it because of that. That's not true, actually. I'm just too awkward to move. But still, that's the result, right? And I let it be, like, thinking about that. I'm like, okay, well, you know, to them it's important, so whatever. I'll play along because it's not too bad for me. But if I had the choice, I would refuse every time. For hugs and handshakes, I'm talking. I don't even know, how is there a connection there? Is it like a recalling type thing? Like, do you recall like, oh, that one time at the restaurant where I squeezed Jacob's body? That reminds me of who he is. Like, because I mean, I can't recall, first. Second of all, I don't care about your body, especially if you're a family member. Hello? Yeah, well, especially if you're anyone, to be fair. I don't fucking know. It just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Would I even be interested in, like, hugging, like, my favorite person ever if I had one? Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Who knows, man? Who knows, honestly? Yo, what a stream. These convos are insane. Now you guys truly know the in and outs of my brain. Know everything. There you go. I don't know. It's not that hard for me to like share like my maximum like intimacy shit, because my maximum intimacy shit is like 10 times less unhinged than what it is to normal people, you know? Tism content is peak? To be honest, I like, well, you know, like brain content, so like just talking about how my brain works. I think it just brings good conversations because you get to see like the different perspectives that people have and people start chatting and stuff, so it's cool. I used to until it made you uncomfortable with your height. How did it make me uncomfortable with your height? Did my mom lie to you or something? Why would my height be the problem in all of that? With you or anyone stamping their juices on my cheek, why would the problem be height? Like what? Okay, if I told you that, I think I was lying. The problem was your lips. Like, let me just like be blunt. The problem was your lips. It had nothing to do with my size or your size. I just don't like physical contact. Like, that's it. Specifically with, yeah. If there's insides, I die inside, you know? And well, a mouth is a hole in which you consume food. You know, My lips wouldn't... Wait, didn't you say give 2 kisses on the cheek? Yeah, you said give 2 kisses on the cheek. Or... You going? How do you kiss if your lips don't touch? What? Is there some technique I've unheard of? I've not heard of? Cheeks to cheeks. Oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of odd, but that's better, yeah. Big up. Yeah, that's better, but that would still make me uncomfortable, yeah. Because close to my face, I don't know, there's so many reasons. The height part was when you were smaller? Yeah, but even then, what's up with my height? Oh, I think it's because of intention, maybe. Because if I'm smaller, it means I have to force myself to get up and go towards that middle point. And then, if I feel like I'm... So if I need to go up, it feels like I'm giving the intention, and, well, the reality is I don't want to do that thing in the first place. You know? So I don't want to give effort, you know what I mean? It's like, well, it's like hugs or something. I don't want to give effort with hugs. I just wait for the, like, I don't give the initial effort, you know? It has to be the person that initiates it, because I don't want it, so obviously I'm not going to give any effort first. So maybe that was that, I don't know. Your face was chest height? I don't think that would, like, specifically matter to me if you're referring to, like, boobs. If I was a kid, I don't think there's a... I think I just don't like it, to be honest. I think that's really it. Like, even if you don't do the actual kiss, it's just, like, close to face and, like, physical contact, so it's just no, you know? And I don't get the point either. Like, it's just... There's, like, no logical argument for it that I can find. Yeah, I've grown quite a bit. And I don't capture insects anymore. You know, I used to like insects and being outside so much that apparently I was like tan, literally. Imagine Jacob, but not pale. That's crazy. It's a connection? Yeah, it's just... How is that a connection? Like, I just don't get it. Like, how... I don't know, it's just weird. It's just... Like, I don't know, it feels like something so, like, intimate, you know? You can feel the other one caring. I disagree. It just feels like a ritual. There's no care. It seems all fake. It seems like, for me, it only seems like a proof of intimacy, you know? Like, sure, okay, maybe I'd hug my favorite person. If I had a partner, maybe I'd hug them. Because it shows that, that I'm willing to have that intimacy or whatever. So then, that shows that, to me, they're more important than other people. You know, or something like that. But I don't like the fact that you can have that intimacy with everyone else at the same time. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Like, I'm sorry, it just doesn't sound good to me when I say something like, "Oh, what kind of connections would you like to have with your brother and let's say your brother and your aunt, right? Since they're both in chats, let me use this. What kind of connections would you like to have with your brother and your aunt?" Oh, we need to have similar interests, play video games, do this, do that, do that. Oh, also, I want to touch them. Physical contact. No, like what? That sounds so terrible. It's like the last thing I don't want that. I reverse want that. You know? Get away from me, you're my brother, you know? Get away from me, you're my aunt. In a nice way, I mean it in a nice way, you know? I cuddle my brother. You know? You do you, you do you. As long as he's fine. Oh, are you talking about my dad? Yeah, as long as he's fine with it. I don't care. Yo, bug catchers unite? You reminded me of our cousins. I forgot about them. I literally don't know what they look like. Like, I'm not even kidding. Okay, no, I haven't forgotten their names. In this chat, I'm the alien one? To be honest? Well, yes. But you're like not, you know, you're not like incredible unhinged to me either, you know? Bug catchers unite? Wait, did you catch bugs too, PK? That's insane. That's cool. I used to have a collection of bugs. I had glass bugs, like bugs in glass. Like I had glass cubes, like a binder, like a Pokemon binder almost. And then there's like holes, and then I fit glass cubes and there would be insects in them. I would buy those from a guy at a store. He would sell them. And then later my dad actually had this guy in prison because that guy was actually a pedophile. So he was probably looking at me with some weird intentions. But anyways, still, he was selling cool bugs. Yeah, fun facts. It's true, Alan. It's true story. The guy that sold me like I don't know if you remember the insects in glass cubes. I don't know if you even existed. I don't even know what that just meant, but you know, like if you were there. But the guy that sold us those, he was a pedo. Like, and like convicted or whatever. Like he went in jail. You know? So my dad learned later that you know, anyways. I don't remember that. No, you wouldn't know the person. It was a store. It was a store person. Like they had an insect store. Like you had no reason to come there. But do you remember the insects? Oh, what the fuck, Alan? That's insane. Wait, Alan, do you remember the insects though? The one in glass cubes that I would collect? Or no? They're like pretty exotic looking ones. Like they're not like I didn't catch them, you know? Vaguely? Okay. Yeah, those, like I was going to a store with my dad to get those, right? He would buy them for me as a reward for, I don't fucking know, existing and being a kid, I guess. He doesn't do that anymore. Sad. But like, yeah, that guy, the old man that would sell us, he's a pedo. So yeah. Anyways, I care a lot about you three. You three being Jacob, Alan, and PK. I don't know if I care about you guys, but you're cool. You know, whatever caring means. It circles back to the earlier conversation. I don't mean it in a mean way. You know what I mean? It's just I mean, I definitely care. Probably. I don't know. You know, like, you know what I mean? There's always like this confusion. Like, I definitely care, like, obviously. But I don't know, to be honest. You know? Like, that's what my, like, I don't know. Just... Yeah, I definitely have this thing. Alexithymia or whatever. But yeah. When I read about this, I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, it's what, like 50 to 85% of people with autism or something. So like, it's basically more likely for me to have it than not. So like, it was just like a bingo. So I was there for you while your mom couldn't drive. That was nice of you, yeah. I mean, if I hate you, Alan, at least tell yourself that. If I hate you, Alan, then like everyone else, I I don't know, what's worse than hate? If I hate you, Alan, then like I'm planning to kill everyone else. Probably. Something like that. There you go. So yeah, you got the pass. You got the pass. You're the only person that survives in the worst case scenario. Booyah. No, it was an analogy. I don't hate anyone. I mean, I don't even know what hating means. How can you hate someone? I guess... I don't know. You can hate someone's personality, but even then... I don't know. I feel like hate is kind of a rough word. But I'm... Well, actually... Yeah, personality, I guess. Yeah, I hate assholes, actually. Never mind. Some people are really hateable. And I don't wish them to get better, and I hope they stay a hassle forever. Man, I can't place my H's correctly. Asshole. Canadian issue. Man, it's 10:20. I think this about does it, to be honest. You know, I miss the old days where we had like unhinged talks like this forever. Like more often, to be honest. We need to bring back those days. It's just like I don't know, we gotta farm something else than my brain, because eventually, you know, you run out of neurons to poke at. Like I think people know how I work like fully now. Like wholly. I don't know. Despise, would that be stronger than hate? I actually... I don't know. Seems like they're on the same level for me. I hate you. I despise you. I don't know. Despise sounds weird used on a human. To me. It sounds like despise is meant for actions. Like, I despise drinking milk. I don't know. That's not true. Milk is pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. We gotta... I don't know. I need a... Can I pay someone? Can I go broke and pay someone to do like... You know what they do at America's Got Talent? Or one of those big shows where like they essentially like... make all of the crowd clap behind them by like clapping first. I need that, but in my chat, you know what I mean? Like someone that starts conversations and gets the whole chat going like that. That'd be so fire. Man. Despise does mean hate. And that in the... I see. But yeah, anyways, I don't know how close I am to the ending of God of War, but I should probably be done this summer, hopefully. And then I think I'm gonna go back to like shorter games, hopefully horror. Well, I know the next one I'm doing is gonna be your game, PK. The mouthwash. So, yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end stream here. Good talks. Despise, to feel a strong dislike or hatred for someone or something, often accompanied by contempt or a lack of respect. Feel a strong feeling of dislike or approval. Yeah. But yeah, like, yo, legit, no ego. Why is the only interesting thing talking about like how I perceive the world? Like, how is that the only thing that gets my chat fucking talking? Like, I think we've run out of Jacob fun facts, you know what I mean? Because, like, this is the peak, you know? Like, we've reached the peak. We talked about the weirdest shit today. So, like, what's up next, you know? Like, we gotta bring some new subject, I don't know. Like I'm weird, but I'm not that weird, you know what I mean? Eventually I run out of weird. Sorry. Hope you like it. It's very heavy on the story, and the story is heavy. What? Hope you like it. It's very heavy on the story, and the story is heavy. What? So there's a lot of emphasis on the story, and the story is harsh. Holy shit, I'm smart. 1 + 1 = 2. Okay. I'm gonna cry on stream. This is it. This is the next step, you know. This is my next step to content farming. Abor? How do you pronounce that? Abor? Abor? Even stronger than loath. Abor. What the fuck is that example? I don't even want to think about that. What a terrible example. That fucking traumatized me. Bruh. That kid who... Why is it saying that kid like we all know him? You know, we all have that one kid in our childhood who used to torture the frogs in biology class. Bruh. I didn't know detesting was a word in English. How you process things, views on a specific problem or philosophy. Yeah, real, honestly. I guess it's those three things, yeah. Yeah, because I guess most talks that end up being about like my brain and how like they come from a situation, you know? Like we talk about a situation and then I say that, well, I wouldn't do this in this situation because my brain works like this, you know? And then that's how it ends up like fucking tying back into like neurons. So I guess there's like an infinity of amount of situations, really. Therefore, an infinite amount of content. I just don't know how to tackle it because those things just happen naturally, you know? And I don't like the idea of chasing them. Just like with the convo earlier. You don't chase it, you just wait to stumble upon it, you know what I mean? But then I do that, and then that makes it so, so no one's here, so is that really the way? I don't fucking know. What am I supposed to do? Gotta yap about random stuff, and something's gotta stick. Yeah. Maybe I should study my VODs. Like, what happened today? What was the first message that started this, like, whole thing? Let's go back. Okay, I can't even go back that far in chat. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. But yeah, anyways, it was cool. It's cool actually not being able to play the game, you know? It'd be nice if there'd be a in the middle reality. But you know, it's either like there's no one in chat and I just play the game the whole time, or like I'm so chatty that like the chat is so active that I legit can't, I don't even have the time to play the game, you know? Like I can't put my energy there anymore. But yeah, that does feel nice when it happens. So I appreciate you guys chatting so much. Contributing to those weird conversations that we had today, holy. Okay. But yeah, I said what I said. I mean what I said. If you felt targeted, yeah, you're the weirdo and I'm better or something. I don't know. If you start raiding again, it could help. I hate raiding. Oh my god. I hate raiding. I like basically was forced by Rouge in the back of the day, and I managed to like get my brain brainwashed that like I liked raiding, but I really don't, honestly. I got my rating philosophy backwards. Most streamers like rating earlier. I would only start liking rating if I was a huge streamer. If I was a huge streamer, then I would probably feel like I can bless people in a way that's like so definitive, right? So like that has can have so much impact that I would actually maybe feel feel nice enough to like search for people, specific people, and then be like, oh, this person's cool, I'm gonna raid them next stream. But yeah, the reason why I don't like raiding really is because like I don't know, it's just a connection, and it's hard to like search for people that you don't think are weird, you know, especially when you're me. I literally like, okay, I'm not a judgmental person, as in like I'm very open-minded, like I don't care how people are and stuff like that. But I'm judgmental as in like picky, you know? And like I don't know, when I go for a raid, it's like there's always something I won't like about who I'm raiding, you know what I mean? Or something I'm like I disagree with a little bit, or something like that. Like it just feels odd because it's something social. Also, it feels like I'm expected to stay in the chat afterwards, but I don't feel like it at all, you know? I legit don't feel like it. I don't understand the viewer experience at all. Like, I stream, but I wouldn't watch a stream, you know? I'm that guy. So yeah, pretty ironic, honestly. You can raid and run. I don't feel that's nice, though, so I don't like doing that, because I don't think that's nice, really. Because they expect something, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should raid. I'm not gonna do it today just because we talked about I just talked about what I think about raiding. But next time I'll consider it, I guess. Yeah. I'm the raider. Okay. Okay, bye. I'm gonna go now. Bye. Have a nice stream. I'm off to bed. Fair enough. Yeah. That sounds like me. Okay. Well, have a nice stream, guys. I'm off to bed.